Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CWR podcast with your host, JKD, with my co-host.
Hey, the DOC, the LOVE, Dr. Love, also known as the Dream Machine himself, giving out news, reviews, and trends. And tonight we'll be giving predictions also on Takeover and SummerSlam.
Okay. Uh, well, let's go ahead and talk about SmackDown on Fox as we witness the debut of the WWE Thunderdome. However, let's go ahead and get started. As we know that Vince McMahon started the show off, giving a little promo until the Fiend came out, messing around with Vince and then Braun Strowman comes out. And also, we got Retribution coming out. Fiend, you know, pretty much dipped out on Braun Strowman. All of a sudden, Retribution just beat the crap out of Braun Strowman to the SmackDown locker room. Waited like 5 years to go ahead and help him out.
No, 5 years was me.
But either way, Retribution, trying to make a statement once again, but that also led up to Big E taking on the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Man, it was a pretty good one-on-one matchup. However, uh, of course, King Corbin trying to hit up Matt Riddle with a King's Ransom once again. Got tagged, and also everybody around the arena pretty much started brawling. Sheamus got involved a little bit, which was his fault actually, which led to Big E winning by a roll up. So once again, Big E's on a hot streak right now on the singles run. Uh, so as far Big E and Sheamus, as far as Big E going, man, I'm looking forward to see what he's gonna do for real though. I mean, like he's been on a hot streak lately. I mean, he beat Miz and Morrison. He's over Sheamus now. Like we're looking forward to how this is gonna come down for Big E. However, for Big E singles run against Sheamus, it was a B. They build up Big E a lot.
Well, I'm just kind of tired a little bit of the roll up. I mean, they almost every other match is a roll up in WWE all of a sudden. But it's okay, Biggie. I'm glad he won. I'll give it a B also. Also the Thunderdome. It looks pretty nice. I will have to admit the lighting coming to the ring from some of the wrestlers are what really makes it look great.
Okay.
The crowd reaction noise, I still gotta get used to it because in a way it seems like it's kind of off a little bit.
Yeah, Lou. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship matchup between Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Grand Metalik and Linton Dorado of Lucha House Party with police on their side. Now, obviously, to be honest, I thought it was gonna be on the SummerSlam card. To be honest, but I said they put it on SmackDown instead. But then again, it wasn't built up anywhere for. Obviously, Shinsuke and Cesaro got the win. But Miz and Morrison had their thoughts about the match, even though they weren't really concerned about them. They just wanted the tag team titles back. So once again, goofing around since the pandemic came around. But another situation came around after the matchup where Kalisto got fired up and Lince Dorado for taking the loss. So trying to see where this is gonna lead up. I thought Kalisto was gonna actually lead the soul him or something like that. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
legit turn on him or something like that. But we don't know. I'm looking forward to see what this is gonna be all about. Actually, actually I like Lucha House, but I really believe they shouldn't break them up actually. But I'm looking forward to see what they're gonna do with Lucha House Party with this situation. They're probably gonna just leave it all in the past, probably something like that. But either way, I give the tag team matchup a C. Oh, because there was some issues a little bit. It wasn't you know great as I thought it was gonna be, considering how good all these
Right, the
competitors
talent
are.
those guys have, they could have done better.
Exactly. Exactly. So let's go ahead and move on. Move on to the golden role models, Sasha Banks and Bailey. Giving an interview by Corey Graves. Corey Graves trying to give the hot questions about, their team and going against Oscar at SummerSlam. But this led up to a dispute against each other. Uh,
About who's gonna start against Oscar.
exactly. And this led up to Naomi obviously coming out, saying, hey, like, how about, me versus you pretty much see, who like go first pretty much and do this the returning beat the cost challenge. I about to say beat the cost
Right.
challenge. Hey, what anyway, obviously the match started off with Sasha Banks and Naomi. Within what 3 minutes, at 3 minutes and 39 seconds, Sasha Banks got the win over Naomi by submission with the bank statement. However, Bailey was so focused that she was looking forward to like just defending her title secondly. But she was so focused on the clock that she got hit by the review. Was led her to Naomi get the win actually. So we now know at SummerSlam it will be Bayley defending her title first against Asuka, and Sasha Banks will pick up the pieces for the Raw Women's title match. So
That's right.
overall, for that entire segment, I actually give it a B plus.
Yeah,
Actually,
I do. I actually definitely give it a B plus. Almost want to give it an A minus. They're doing something with Naomi, and they got her with the cool kids, as so to speak. Also, I like. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna give it an A minus because also I like the interview with Corey Graves, kind of stirring the pot between Sasha
he
Banks.
wasn't trying to stir the pot. He was literally just asking like
He
questions.
was
He was not stirring the pot. He was literally just asking like question anybody else would say. Either way, Asuka came out. I mean, pretty much beat both of them until Bayley just left like Sasha Banks hanging a little bit until she did finally catch her 8, pretty much. So, but let's talk about Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose.
can,
This so-called
can I say it?
no this hair
The
versus hair,
slap.
the hair versus uh the hair versus hair, no
First of
disqualification,
all,
loser leads. I mean,
first of all, the slap right on top of man, right on Dana Brooke backstage.
but either way, that's really irrelevant. So okay, bottom line, Sonya Deville and Daniel Brooke thing was pretty irrelevant actually. So whoever booked it was just irrelevant to be honest.
I think it has some relevance too, because it shows how angry of a person Sonya Deville is,
Not really.
and how she's ready to like. She's so frustrated with the way she is now.
It doesn't matter.
She ready to move on away from Mandy Rose.
Don't
She's
care.
sick and tired. She's so sick and tired of
Hold
that
on,
she
wait a minute,
will do.
wait. Think about what you just said. You just said to move away from Mandy Rose. Now she could have been moving away from Mandy Rose all the time she wanted against Mandy Rose.
Right.
Oh
But
no no
she
no no no
wants
no 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 no
she
no no no
wants
no no no
Randy.
no 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 no
No,
no
that's
no 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 no
no,
no no
what we
no no no
saying.
no
All
no
right,
no
I'm gonna
no.
let you talk.
See, no. She could have been moving away after she won all her matches. She won more matches than Mandy Rose over her for one thing. So she could have been done. After that, she could have been going for the SmackDown Women's Champion if she cared for it. But
But
instead, she wanted to care so much about making Mandy Rose uglier on the inside. I mean, in the outside and the inside all together. But she cares so much about that, so much that she wanted to, get rid of her out of WWE and tear her hair off and stuff like that.
see, but that's it. She want her gone. It's just not enough to embarrass her, to beat her. She want her gone. That's old school there.
No, it doesn't.
Get your butt from out of here. I don't
No,
even
it
want to
doesn't.
see you around here on SmackDown.
Either way,
Get your butt out of here.
Mandy Rose tried talking to some sense of bringing back the old Sonya Deville back. Once having Fire Desire coming back once again. I wouldn't mind seeing them coming back. Actually.
Nah, I definitely wouldn't mind that.
However, Sonya Deville obviously kind of rejected in her way of how she decided that instead of doing a hair versus hair, raise up the ante by having a loser leaves, no disqualification match, pretty much.
Losing, and I don't know about that loser league WWE thing because those things never work out. I would have just said loser league SmackDown because she's gonna turn up on Raw or NXT. So
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. So
hey, can I say it one more time?
no, because that kind of hurt my ears actually. So let's move on to the Intercontinental Champion
Championship.
championship match between AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy. Now, obviously, the story was that Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles came out, dealing with retribution. All of a sudden, AJ Styles got the upper hand by hit him. Oh man, hit him right in the back of the right knee, man. Putting a little brace on it, man. And all of a sudden, it was an okay matchup though for Jeff Hardy just to be one-legged for that whole match.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent match. Uh, I love the way it went down. Um, it showed pretty good ring psychology with Jeff Hardy coming from behind.
But obviously, Jeff Hardy got the win by hitting him with a knee brace, which is not considered a weapon because it's part of his body. But
Right, and it was an accident. It wasn't like he went to do it.
and hit the swan. Well, actually hit the hit a twist of fate with the swanton bomb. Got the 1, 2, 3, and you got a new Intercontinental Champion, 5-time Intercontinental Champion, let alone Jeff Hardy. Uh, as far as I see this goes, this probably will go further to Payback maybe. I assume it's gonna this rivalry gonna lead us to Payback, like maybe another match.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a payback pay-per-view match. It's not gonna continue on SummerSlam. they need matches for Payback. So this definitely gonna go on Payback.
Especially with Payback being a whole week before. I mean, a whole week
Lord,
after.
is this thing is WWE copying AEW? If they are, please stop it. Don't do it because you see the Dark Order is not getting over on AEW. So please don't do that with Retribution.
Either way, moving on to Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt situation once again. Their rivalry. This rivalry is getting interesting actually. Very interesting rivalry. With obviously concluding the show with pretty much the Firefly Funhouse, and all of a sudden, obviously for those who don't know, the Firefly Funhouse is obviously some type of universe. Only two people have found the Firefly Funhouse. One was Seth Rollins, and another man, Braun Strowman, which he attacked
Which
Bray
I
Wyatt.
didn't like it. I thought it was very dumb to say it's part of another round, and then you fight
It
in
is.
the back of the arena.
I mean, it is.
So you could have even took it off campus, out of and had it in some kind of a house or something, or outside of another building. But you know,
No,
but they could have had it outside of a house.
too much time. Either way,
All
Braun
they
Strowman.
have is time. They're a production company. They
No.
can get that
How
together.
about you, brother Angle?
With all the
How
money,
about you?
with all the money they have, they can definitely get it together.
On my physical camera. See? Either way, this led to Braun Strowman actually chokeslamming Bray Wyatt off pretty much off a ledge anyway to the ground near the ambulance actually, which obviously, certain faculty members there actually had to put Bray Wyatt in the ambulance obviously, which yeah, I gotta be wondering like who was driving the ambulance for one thing because they were taking a long time to go off and then drive like backwards and stuff like that. Obviously, Bray Wyatt actually the show just concluded with the Fiend coming.
Well, you had to give them time to change clothes.
Well, yeah, unless he was wearing it under either way. So,
Yeah,
but either way, obviously the show ended with the Fiend coming out of the ambulance, laughing as he's looking forward to where SummerSlam. Well, looking forward to what SummerSlam is gonna be. So there you go for that for SmackDown actually.
it would have
So
been actually funny. He had to grab Adam Pearce.
not really, but that was a pretty good SmackDown overall. And with that segment, I actually give it a B. Which overall, the whole show, I actually pretty much is a B. The whole
Whole
entire show.
show, yeah, whole show would be, but I give that segment with the last segment, Firefly Funhouse. I think this is the worst Firefly Funhouse I've ever seen, though.
Out of nowhere. That is nowhere near my
This is
opinion.
the worst one.
No, there's been other worse ones than that. So.
It's the worst.
But to each of their own, though. So,
It's the worst.
I was not planning on predicting tonight, but why not predict tonight though? NXT Takeover 30, SummerSlam.
Right. As far as we know, there are only 4 matches verified for the show. And their matches are so long sometimes, that's all they need, 4 or 5 matches.
You're gonna like tell us.
Well, on the pre-show, we have Degato de la
Legado del Fantasma.
Fantasma, Del
Raul
Fantasma,
Mendoza, and Joaquin
and
Wild
Joaquin Wild,
Legado del Fantasma taking on Tyler Breeze and Fandango of Brazongo and
and the
only
Brit and
Lorcan,
Brawlers.
yeah, only Lorcan and Danny Burch, the Britain Brawlers. So obviously for me, I was going with the Britain Brawlers on this one. You know, it's their time. It's their time to go ahead and get the tag team title opportunity.
I really want the Brit and Brawlers to win it, but since um the excuse me, Legado del Fantasma is so new, I don't think they're gonna try to stop their momentum. But I think I'm with my partner here. I definitely only Lorcan and Danny Burch deserve it. But are they
You
gonna
keep
finally
okay,
pull the
okay, okay,
trigger on?
okay. Hold on. You're talking like okay. What's your decision? You're talking like
I just told you.
you seem like you want to pick them, but at the
I,
same time you don't want to pick them.
I just told you my pick is Legado del Fantasma. But only Lorcan and Danny Burch deserve it. That's what I said.
He talking Chris a little bit. So either way, let's move on to talking about the NXT Women's Championship matchup between the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai taking on Dakota Kai with Big Mommy Cool, Raquel Gonzalez by her side. And obviously, I'm going for Io Shirai on this one. You know, you can't tear away from Io Shirai for the women's title. I mean, she worked so hard for the title. You know, I still believe she has more to prove as the NXT Women's Champion. So, hey, I'm going with Io Shirai on this one.
Right, she's gonna overcome the interference, and she's gonna come up with a clean win. I'm looking for Big Mommy Cool to kind of screw up a little bit, and that's what's gonna cause Io Shirai to win.
Okay. Well, at least I don't have to explain my
Um,
everything that's gonna happen in the match, probably. So,
Pat McAfee against Adam Cole.
there's nothing for me to say except for Adam Cole. Just literally nothing I have to say about that match. So,
I feel like Adam Cole wins.
just Adam Cole.
Um,
That's it. That's it. Is that
you know, when you're a radio person, you know you have to give an analysis.
I mean, I don't go, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna explain why. You know how I've been literally explaining every episode why I did not like this match. I didn't like the rivalry and all like that. So why do I need to
Well,
further explain myself on why I pick Adam Cole over
well,
Pat
don't keep,
McAfee?
well, don't keep your partner from giving an analysis if he
Hey,
wants to. But I know you're the host of the show, so
exactly. It's Adam Cole.
I'll shut up.
You gonna the next match? Or you gonna do your analysis or what? Like,
Well, you hurt my feelings, but yeah, I'll announce the next one. The North American title in a five-way ladder match. We
uh,
see Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, Cameron Grimes, and Velveteen Dream. Lord, and they've been calling him some nicknames on the internet.
either way, don't care because guess what? I'm going straight for Johnny Gargano.
Do
You
you
know,
have a second choice?
I mean, I mean, I already said on the NXT episode for those who watch and listen to NXT episode, I said I would love for Cameron Grimes to take that NXT North American title straight to the moon. But I'm guaranteed it's gonna be Johnny Gargano. It's about that time. Two-time North American champion. First time two-time North American champion at that point at
Well,
least.
I'm gonna go ahead with Damian Priest because he
Like
he's been close several times to winning the title. So I think it's about time for him to win one.
never gonna win it till like the end of the year.
And I think it's Damian Priest. And my second choice, if he doesn't win, is Cameron Grimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You need somebody new and exciting to get it.
Straight to the moon, bro. Straight to the moon.
All right, and the last match, which we believe will be the last match.
Wait. What about Finn Balor and Timothy Thatcher?
I doubt that they wrestle at this pay per view.
It's gonna be the pay per view.
You think
It's gonna be a takeover third. They literally confirmed it.
Oh, they confirmed it.
They did confirm that.
Wow.
I'm all out with actually I'm all with Finn Balor actually.
Uh,
I mean Finn Balor has had a lot of takeover wins, but like ever since he came back, but no, he really hasn't gotten over a little bit on like
I think I'm gonna go with Thatcher, man.
well Finn Balor. I mean he really hasn't got over that much. So for me, I'm still going Balor on this.
Right.
Either way, it's gonna be a good matchup. So
It doesn't hurt Thatcher to lose. I will say that. But I just like Thatcher the way he wrestled, his character.
yeah, that's can. Yeah, we got that one. So.
Yeah. Really another match they've been kind of teasing was gonna be on the pay per view, but I don't think it's gonna be on there. Escobar against Swerve Scott.
Yeah, it's not worth mentioning. Probably gonna be an NXT show actually.
Right.
So
All right, the biggie. You have the NXT Championship where Keith Lee defends his title against Karrion Kross
you
with
know,
Scarlett in his corner.
obviously, I'm a big fan of Keith Lee. Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Keith Lee. However, Karrion Kross, I'm not I'm actually a big fan of his also. You know, since he was at other promotions and stuff like that. But for this one, I'm going for Keith Lee. Straight up, you know, I think he definitely has a lot more to prove, more than Io Shirai with NXT Championship. So, you know, I feel like because like you can't just have him be just a transitional champion. It'd be kind of disappointing. So I'm going all out with limitless Keith Lee. So
Karrion Kross, or I like to call him what his name was, Killer Kross. He's
that's not, you know.
he's too new I think they rushed him up there to the title too fast. And I don't think they're just going to take the title off Keith Lee and put it on somebody just think brand new like that. They have done it in the past, but they have also pushed people too fast and have them lose.
But it's 2020 now, so I
So,
mean,
you
hey.
know, I think Keith Lee wins.
Mm.
But if he wins, they're going to give Karrion Kross an out. Like he barely won by the tips of his fingertip.
Thank you for giving input. How you think the match went, man? It's pretty
Yeah,
good. It's pretty good
thanks for
input.
letting me.
That's a good input, actually. That's a good input. I mean, hey, it could go down like that for real, though. You know, hey, or it could be the fact that fireball come out of nowhere, just hit Karen Cross. You know,
I ain't gonna lie. That would be tight if they introduce a fireball in the match.
I never knew. Hey, you never know, man. What could happen? You know, you never know. Either way, let's go ahead and move on away from NXT Takeover 30 as we move on to SummerSlam.
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 All right, the SummerSlam card is a little bit, and they have that TBA, to be
Two being
announced,
yeah.
or it could change. So there's a lot of things with the SummerSlam card that people can't be really that sure of.
Hey, we'll just announce the one that we guarantee knows will be on the show.
All right. Well,
We'll just talk about the ones that we guarantee and it's already verified. Like we're not gonna talk.
all right.
We're not gonna announce the ones.
First of all, let's start with since one we got into a heated discussion about a little bit. Let's talk about Mandy Rose against Sonya Deville, hair versus hair.
No,
Loser lead, time,
no.
disqualification.
Yeah,
God dang, how many
I
stipulations they gonna have for this match?
I don't know. I mean, I'm a big fan of Mandy Rose. I'm a big fan of Sonya Deville. I mean, I'm a big fan of Fire Desire in general. I mean, I was a big fan of like Absolution. I was a big fan of them when they was at Tough Enough. I mean, hey, this one going for Mandy Rose. Obviously all heroes don't really always get the win at the end, but I feel like this one is gonna be for Mandy Rose, just like Otis did at WrestleMania. So
Right.
I'm gonna give this one to Mandy Rose because Sonya Deville has definitely got over a lot.
She
So
had.
I'm giving this one to Mandy Rose on this one.
Well, I'm giving it to Mandy Rose just from watching TV.
Of course.
I just seen how Sonya Deville's hair has grown all of a sudden longer than it usually has grown. So
I
that
mean,
leads me to believe that.
I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be hair versus hair
So,
no more.
you don't think no more?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be loose leaves instead. I'd be surprised they did.
Oh, they changed. Well,
I mean,
I
that's
don't
what
know.
you
She
said.
never did change it. She just act like it was on. Maybe she didn't mean to do that on the show tonight, but she just made it seem like both the stipulations were together. But if it's just lose the lead time, I can see Sonya doing that. I can see Sonya getting put out.
Either way, let's go ahead and move on to another SmackDown matchup.
Hey, another SmackDown matchup. Let's go ahead with those tag team titles where the champion Street Profits.
Wait, that's Raw.
Right.
I know I said SmackDown matchup.
Oh, another SmackDown matchup.
Just,
Excuse me.
hey,
I was going, hey,
we can hit with the Raw tag team titles though, man. Street Profits,
okay,
man.
well, let's go ahead with
Hey,
another Raw matchup then.
Street Profits, man. Street Profits versus Andrade and Angel Garza, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I love my boys at Street Profits, man. Angel Dawkins, Montez Ford, man. But man, I just feel like, man, they just. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, just last year they were making an appearance with Ric Flair, and all of a sudden now they defend tag team titles. I feel it's pretty disappointing saying this, but I'm going with Angel Garza and Andrade on this one. Actually they were supposed to be the ones facing them at WrestleMania, but that they fell with Andrade because Theory replaced them. But I feel like this is Andrade's and Angel Garza's time. So
They got to have a match for payback. So I'm looking for Garza and Andrade to win. And I'm looking for the Viking Raiders to turn on the Street Profits.
I'm not gonna
And
say
come
that.
to find out, I believe the Viking Raiders are going to be the ones who poison Montez Ford.
Dude, you let this go.
I'm telling you, that's too easy,
Let
man.
this
That's too
go,
easy.
bro. Let this go, bro.
I'm telling you.
Bro, let this go. I wouldn't even care if it did happen for real. I mean, this is some
But it
total.
just brings another wrinkle into the storyline.
Just let it go, man. Either way,
Viking Raiders gonna
let's
turn
move on to another
back.
matchup.
Hold on, we gotta get match for payback. So I believe there are two matches that could be for
Man,
payback. Actually, three. It could be a triple threat for the tag title. It could be Viking Raiders against Street Profits, or it could be a rematch against Andrade and God.
Either way, focusing on SummerSlam weekend.
Well, you're right.
Payback's another week from now anyway. So
Well, I'm just giving you
either way,
options. The U.S. title match: Apollo Crews against MVP.
for some, I'm one of those people who be like, I know like he's gonna win, but like I feel like WWE's gonna do something different. So either way, I'm still gonna go with Apollo Crews, man. He worked too hard. He worked too hard for the U.S. Championship. I mean, I at first I was going for MVP, man, but Apollo Crews worked too hard for the U.S. champion, man. I don't even want WWE to take the title off of him for a while. So I'm going with Apollo Crews on this one.
Man, I want to go with Apollo so bad, but some just keeps telling me MVP is
I
gonna
mean,
win this thing.
either way who wins, I still like it. So
I'm going with MVP. I think Cedric Alexander is gonna turn, so I'm going with MVP.
yeah, I mean, either way who wins, I mean, hey, I like it. So
All right, now Bailey versus Oscar for the
Baylor.
SmackDown title.
For one thing, I mean, it's too late to do it, but man, for one thing, they should have just made it a triple threat match for real.
They should have.
I mean, I said it ever since Oscar won the battle royal. I wish Shayna Baszler won it, so it'd be Baszler versus Bailey. I mean, she should deserve an opportunity for the SmackDown Women's Champion, considering that she beat Bailey in the tag team matchup at least. But for this one, I feel like I feel like obviously I know Oscar's gonna win both the titles. I know she's gonna win one of. I feel like she's gonna win both titles. I don't know what it is. I feel like Oscar, I think she's gonna win both championships. But if it was one championship, I feel like she's probably gonna win the Raw Women's title back. Only because maybe like Bailey might screw Sasha out some type of way, maybe. So I'm gonna go with Bailey on this one actually.
I would say Bailey will win. Bailey wins this one. Um, she's gonna find some kind of sneaky way to get out of losing, whether it be Sasha Banks' help or it's gonna be some kind of way
Yeah,
that she retains, and then um, the Raw title, Banks defend her title against Oscar.
I feel like Oscar gonna win
I
it
believe
back.
Oscar wins the Raw title back
Some type of way Bailey's gonna screw Sasha out of it. So
because this is gonna start lead every little thing right now, is just little seeds, and it's gonna lead into Sasha and Bailey. And I can see right now they're not gonna let Sasha and Bailey wrestle none this year. They're not gonna wrestle against each other at all. They're pretty much gonna wrestle each other at WrestleMania. They're gonna say they're for a big event.
or at least when the crowd comes back. So
Right. They're saving there for a big event. So they're not gonna let those two wrestle against each other
all
at
right,
all.
let's hit up another match.
All right, we have a really big one, some that really has me intrigued. We have the oh Lord, street fight between Dominic Mysterio and Seth Rollins.
Dominic Mysterio and Seth Rollins. Honestly, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if Seth Rollins won the match, but I'm gonna go with Dominic Mysterio though.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
go with Seth Rollins, man. He's gonna beat the crap out that
I
dude.
mean, it's not gonna hurt my feelings for Dominic. I mean, it's not gonna hurt my feelings for Dominic to lose, only because it will be a great storyline for saying like, hey, like Rollins could be like, man, I beat you, so I mean, maybe like if I beat you again, maybe you join, my clique and stuff like that. Maybe I mean,
Right,
it'll be great to see that happening, but I just feel like in a way they're gonna have Dominic Mysterio win
right.
at the end.
I think it's gonna be a match where Dominic surprised him with a couple moves at the beginning. All of a sudden, Seth beats him down the rest of the match, and then he hit a couple surprise moves. But Seth gets him,
But
uses experience to get him.
obviously, like I just feel like Dominic gonna win because think about this. This rivalry has been going on since May.
You're
The
right.
entire rivalry has
Mm-hmm.
been going on for May, and actually Rollins got over more than you think. Rollins actually got over more than you think.
Yeah.
Considering there's like what 5 guys who were actually helping Rey Mysterio go through the rivalry, and it was crazy. But I'm going with Dominic on this one. So,
All right. Let's go ahead with the Universal title.
mm,
This is for those of y'all who like storyline stuff.
Ron.
Braun Strowman defending his title against the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. Now, this is the Fiend. Now, this is not either Worlds or regular Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Mr.
So we
Roger.
finally have the Fiend.
Yeah. So, actually, I was watching the past two takeovers and the past two SummerSlams, and I don't know whether it's a WWE Championship thing or a SmackDown thing, but if you don't remember the past two SummerSlams in general, like there's a history with the SmackDown World Title always ending in disqualification.
You know, son,
Now,
you ain't lying.
so I don't know if it's a WWE title thing or it's a SmackDown thing, but I guarantee for sure Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton is not the end of disqualification. So it could be a SmackDown thing actually. So I'm assuming. I really hope this doesn't lead up to a disqualification between Strowman and Bray Wyatt.
I think he's gonna break it this year. He's gonna break the disqualification curse. I think definitely Bray Wyatt wins.
It's about time for the Fiend, because the Fiend really needs to win.
Right, and I think Braun Strowman, even though I know it's hard to defend, to present yourself in front of really no audience, but I don't think Strowman has been a good champion.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't blame Strowman for that. So I mean,
Right, WWE screwed him up. For one thing, they took him too long to put the title on. Then another thing, he really should have won the title about maybe 3 years ago.
When the title was red.
Right.
When the title was red.
And when he was going around turning over trucks and beating up Roman Reigns.
I mean, they got on back to that state, but like now it's just like more different though,
Yeah.
I mean, we're hitting girls, and also I don't know, but yeah, I have very strong opinions about Braun Strowman's booking actually.
Right.
I mean, why, to me, in my personal opinion, why team up with a child when he could be walking into WrestleMania 34 as the Universal Champion taking on Roman Reigns?
I was so disappointed. I hate to get back on that WrestleMania stuff, but I was so disappointed because I actually thought he was gonna walk out into the crowd and pick Bobby Lashley to be his tag team partner or something.
Or maybe Bobby will actually come out the stage or something. I mean, hey, it'll be a surprise.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hey, but speaking of Braun Strowman, what I had said, hey, comment down below if you want to hear my my perception on how you should book Braun Strowman.
Go ahead. By all means, Maestro.
I mean, right now, I mean it's alright. So I'm gonna make it real. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and get through SummerSlam stuff first, man. Go ahead and get stuff through. Either way, I'm gonna go with the Fiend though. I'm gonna go with the Fiend.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Fiend. They need to go here to end this rivalry.
Because the Fiend need to win. I mean, like the Goldberg stuff in the Firefly Funhouse, he really didn't, do nothing. Bray Wyatt
a little too much now.
Bray Wyatt needs to win, so I say the Fiend.
Now, this should be the best wrestling match on the card.
Best wrestling match ever?
I mean, I don't know about that one, but you do have a lot of heat in this match. You have Drew McIntyre defending against Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. It's kind of hard to pick on this.
Except for that, I mean, look, I'm not. Yes. Look, exclude all the rumors and all this stuff. I'm still going with Drew McIntyre. Excluding all the rumors about like who gonna win, or like, oh, this guy gonna win, that guy. I'm going with Drew McIntyre all the way, man. He worked too hard. He's been on a long journey.
Right.
I'm not gonna have some guy. No offense to Randy Orton, man. He's been pretty much the best heel.
That's what I was thinking.
Whether Raw, SmackDown, NXT, he's the best heel so far, really, throughout the rest of the whole year since January. So really, I'm still going with Drew McIntyre, man.
See, but that's what I was thinking. That Orton has been such a great heel this year. He deserves a kind of like a award for his work. He's put in some really good work. This is the best work Randy Orton has done in years. Yep. He's been boring.
Yep.
And his matches actually has been more exciting too.
Yep.
But I'm going with you. I'm gonna go here with Drew McIntyre.
But my bad for interrupting you, but it really would hurt my feelings. Like it's just with the Raw matches, like it wouldn't hurt my feelings who wins either way. Cause I feel like I still be because I can understand why either one would win anyway. So I feel like with Raw it wouldn't hurt my feelings. SmackDown would though, except for the Sonya Deville match. Well, actually, yeah, it would hurt my feelings a little bit, but SmackDown matches it would hurt my feelings, but Raw wouldn't.
I would like to see Sonya Deville
win.
Finally win. Because I would like to see how Randy Rose. I'm thinking about the original Midnight Express. But I would like to see how Mandy Rose will handle herself on Raw or on NXT.
Just by herself in general.
Right.
While Sonya Deville also, when you think about it, she's more like the background woman, they just like, oh, she's just that guy. That woman who's like she's trying to be like as like people say like she's trying to be like a Ronda Rousey wannabe or something like that, That's what people think of Sonya Deville, in the background.
You know what?
So
I'm gonna change my pick. You done convinced me. Already, I changed my pick. You convinced me. I'm gonna go ahead with Sonya Deville winning.
I was not convincing you. I was just saying.
I know, but I'm going with Sonya Deville. Reason why I'm going with Sonya Deville is this. All right, they already have, because you know when Ronda Rousey come back, she going to come to Raw. They already have a Shayna
They
Baszler.
should have had it on SmackDown for
They
one.
got Marina Shafir
Jasmine Duke.
and Jasmine Duke. All right, you got all these MMA folks on Raw. You need at least one MMA person on SmackDown. So
Did
I
you
changed.
put one of them on SmackDown? Man,
They gonna keep them on Raw because of Raw Underground.
still don't care either way. Man, shoot, man, y'all be doing these crowd brand crap stuff, man. Shoot. Well, either way, that's my SummerSlam predictions, man. You know, I'm going for all that. You know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going for too. Those are the ones I'm going for. I think pretty solid. I think both of them are gonna be a pretty solid card.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So back on the Braun Strowman thing, right? So I mean, obviously, me and my co-hosts have had strong feelings about Braun Strowman's push by WWE. Actually, you know, obviously he was really green when he first came to the roster in 2015. You know, man, he was kind of like he was pretty beefed up a little bit, man. But he was really green with his moveset. But man, when he moved to Raw, man, he was much different, man. Different look, with the haircut. You know, doing showing like he got a little bit more moves than what he had. You know, started doing the classic old like giant genetic moves and stuff like that. But you know, obviously, Braun Strowman had this huge push in 2017, huge push. You know, I actually thought he was gonna have a match at WrestleMania 33, but instead that did not happen. Uh, but let's look at Braun Strowman's 2017 career. You know, he had a match with Roman Reigns throughout the whole career for one. I mean, throughout the whole year for one thing. Got sidelined, had another match with Roman Reigns, and all of a sudden at SummerSlam he had his first ever Universal title. Oh, take that back. Second opportunity for Universal Championship. First time with Kevin Owens. Then he had another match, another Universal title opportunity against Brock Lesnar. So, obviously at SummerSlam 2017, it was Joe, Reigns, Strowman, Lesnar, and we believe, me and my coach believe that anybody, any one of those three besides Brock Lesnar should have won that match.
Right.
Joe should have won
Especially
it.
Joe.
Joe should have won it since Great Balls of Fire for one thing. They just did that terrible. They just did that lousy match. They just told Joe like, hey, like you gonna put the move on wrong to where you gonna take the F5, one L5, and be like, oh, 1, 2, 3, boom, there you go. Make them look good to start that. Then obviously Roman has his history of Lesnar, so you know how that goes down. However, Strowman, man. So I had my way of booking Strowman from SummerSlam to WrestleMania. So I'm gonna try to hit this up real quick. So I'm gonna continue after SummerSlam. All right, Brock Lesnar win the title. I mean, you put your 2 cents on it a little bit. So all right, so next pay per view, I'm assuming it was No Mercy. It was No Mercy for Raw.
Right.
So all right, so then I would have had Braun Strowman win the title. I would have had Strowman win the title for Brock Lesnar. So then at the next pay per view, which was what at the time TLC. So I
I'm
was
guessing it was, yeah.
yeah. So the match he had at TLC was that 5-on-3 handicap match and stuff like that. So I would have had. So at that time, I would have had him. I would have been pushing for Kane taking on Braun Strowman instead, since they had Kane turning on Braun Strowman and they had a little dispute against each other. I would have had Kane versus Braun Strowman at TLC for the Universal title. Obviously, had Braun Strowman get over. Then you had Survivor Series at the time. You had AJ Styles. So um, for me, I would have lit.
That would have been a pretty good match though.
I would have.
'Cause AJ know how to work around people.
I would lit. I would actually let Braun Strowman still get over because I mean AJ Styles can easily get over a loss like that. You know, plus that can make Strowman look huge and stuff like
Yeah.
yeah. So I let Strowman win that match for one thing. So that makes so that tells you with just that like he a huge star already. So then I have it like so Raw didn't have a they didn't have a December pay per view. So I would have booked another match between Kane and Braun Strowman. Now all of a sudden Brock Lesnar comes out of nowhere. F5 both Strowman,
And
Strowman
Kane.
Kane, yeah. So then that led up to Royal Rumble in 2018, which was
Three way.
yeah, which was a three
Mm-hmm.
way. Now obviously in reality it was Lesnar defending the title against Strowman and Kane, but in my booking, it's Strowman defending the title against Lesnar and Kane. Same matchup, same way. Lesnar, not Lesnar, but Strowman getting the pin over Kane. Now all of a sudden the next night Paul Heyman go complaining saying like He didn't pin Lesnar. He didn't pin Lesnar. All that stuff. And he got the chief victory over him at TL. Well, not back at TLC. I the bet.
Royal Rumble.
Well, no, I'm gonna say No Mercy. I'm gonna say.
Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
I'm gonna say No Mercy. Cause like he didn't pin Lesnar at Royal Rumble. He pinned Kane. So like Paul Heyman will be like, he wants one more match at Elimination Chamber. Now obviously Elimination Chamber, it was a 7-man Elimination Chamber match. Roman Reigns won. Then the main event would have been Lesnar and Lesnar and Strowman again.
Hey, but I would have tweaked that a little bit. You know what I would have did?
What?
And I'm gonna hurry him get out your way.
No, that's
But
cool.
I would have put Brock Lesnar for the first time in the Elimination Chamber.
See, yeah, like I just
to see who's gonna be number one for the wrestle. Braun Strowman at
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
See, but I feel like, man, like, all right, with the triple threat match, obviously they don't want, they won't want Brock Lesnar to get pinned and all like that. So, might well have Kane take the fall again. I hate for someone like Kane take a fall all the time. But Paul Heyman go like do all that begging and stuff for Strowman. I mean, for Lesnar getting like another shot at the title. So give him another shot at the title in the
See,
chamber.
because I can see him being the last person in the chamber, and he just come in and just wreck shop on like last three people left, just wreck shop on them.
Well, who? Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
So obviously they ain't gonna give Strowman no time off. So who would you have defend the who would you have Strowman defend the title at Luna Chamber then?
At that time,
Yeah.
and
I
this is
mean,
2018 now, right?
yeah.
I think at this time I
Yeah.
would probably put him against Bobby Lashley.
Well, at the time they couldn't like actually bring him out.
Oh, Lashley hadn't
Cause that was like after WrestleMania came around. You know how they always like say that
okay,
like
they say the surprise for
yeah.
after.
Now you think about that time, like I would have put John Cena also. You know how John Cena was desperately trying to find a way to like have a WrestleMania match. So now why not have Strowman and John Cena go at it?
Or you could have had Lars Sullivan.
He wasn't ready anyway.
He wasn't ready, but they
I
can
mean,
push him up just like they did Karrion Kross.
nah, he wasn't ready. I just feel like he wasn't ready. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he had some. Really, I just thought he was gonna be a big deal in NXT to be honest.
But I can see that in the future though, right now.
Yeah, Strowman. Yeah, cause like I told you it was gonna be on SmackDown, man. I was like, man, they had too many.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I can see that as a future tag team.
For those who don't know, man, I always do my 2K stuff, man. I always do my credit tag. I'm all about the tag team division more than anything else. I always create my tag teams, man. I got Strowman and Lars Sullivan together. SmackDown brand, man, Team Monster all the way, man. Monster free, but either way. But with that, from my side of the booking, I said that Strowman and Lesnar went at it. Strowman shows up beat Lesnar 1, 2, 3, and then obviously Roman Reigns win the Elimination Chamber match. You know how that goes down. And then go ahead and have another feud with Strowman and Roman at WrestleMania 34. Obviously, have Roman Reigns win the title. That's how I would have booked Braun Strowman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as the rest of the career, I'm not gonna go into that really, because that'll be a lot of definite to it. But from SummerSlam 2017 to WrestleMania 34, that's how I booked Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman would have been looking so strong, man, by this point in time.
Right. He would have been a premier monster in wrestling without all the silly stuff.
Exactly. Like I would have had him like, man, all the stuff he did, like going like, man, remember that time when he pulled the whole stage down on man Kane and Brock Lesnar, man, like that's what I'm talking about. That type of monster inside like that, man.
Or, spearing people through the walls and stuff like that.
Yeah, not
Every
like
time they give him his heat back, they do something silly with him.
like man, we're not for do no looking in the crowd for a 10-year-old child who's a referee's son, by the way, or like have some comedy part where like this guy's like
He's singing with Elias.
yeah, or like or some guy just holding like a piece like a whole cake and he grabbed it just to make to be funny inside that like no. Like that's not like I hate when they be doing that to like
Singing in the car with Alexa Bliss.
I don't and this is why Braun Strowman's gonna lose the title, man. Obviously I mean, and the biggest story is man, between Drew and Braun, who is gonna lose the title first? I mean, they both held at the same time. So it all leads up to who's gonna lose the title first. And I believe Braun Strowman is.
Definitely Braun.
Obviously, so. But then again, hey, Drew could lose his the same night though. So
Hey, technically, Braun's still gonna lose his first because Drew McIntyre the last match.
exactly.
All right.
So with that, that was a review over SmackDown. That was our predictions for NXT Takeover and SummerSlam. And we'll hit you guys up tomorrow on an NXT Takeover and also an AEW review.
Hey, and if you want to join us on our quiz, hit me up on Facebook where we'll have a live quiz. If you win, we have a prize for you. Also, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a comment. Leave a comment and hit that like to be to qualify for the drawing. And hey, y'all have a good night. Blessings to you, and we'll see you tomorrow.